Are
Yeah.
you officially running, or what?
No,
What's going
no,
on?
I'm not an official candidate, but I've been traveling the country for the last 3 months and making up my mind, trying to determine the support I might have should I go forward.
How important is Nevada as we are a battleground state
Nevada,
here?
it's
We
a
are important one. Can you
hugely-
talk a little bit about northern Nevada?
Well, the whole state's important when you have you're part of the Big Four in February. Whether it's a caucus or a primary, that's yet to be established. But sure, it's hugely important. And these early states have disproportionate say, for sure.
Any idea when you might declare?
I'll make up my mind soon, for sure.
What will it take to make up your mind?
Just, listening to people, getting a sense of whether going forward makes sense. I've been encouraged. I'll just leave it at that.
Governor, the man who asked you the question about Iraq said that hypotheticals is something that presidential hopefuls should be able to do. Do you think that?
Sure. Talking about the future is more than fair. Talking about the past and saying how would you have done something after the fact is a little tougher, and it doesn't necessarily change anything. That was my point. As I said, as governor, I made calls to people, to family members who lost loved ones. And I think out of respect for them and the fact that, of course, given the power of looking back and having that, of course, anybody would have made different decisions. There's no denying that, but to delve into that and not focus on the future, I think, is where I need to draw the line.
Where do you separate yourself from your brother and your father?
I'm much better looking than my brother. I'm younger than him. If I run, it'll be 2016, not 2000. The world has changed dramatically. The context of a campaign will be different. The whole country's different. This, it's obvious that my life experience is different, and all of that doesn't change anything about my love for him and respect for him.
No, but how are your politics different?
I just described the context is different. I'm a committed conservative. I got to act as governor of the state of Florida, cutting taxes, shrinking the government workforce, challenging the teachers union, taking on the people that made it harder for job creation to take place, and the record is there for people to see.
But policy-wise, domestically, is there any way you would have done things differently than your brothers?
I'm running for president in 2016, and the focus is going to be about if I run, how do you create high sustained economic growth where more people have a chance at earned success. And I will apply my record and the ideas that are relevant going forward to all of this. Of course, I have differences with every president, previous president.
Well, give us one with your brother.
Would you reopen up Yucca Mountain nuclear site in Nevada?
I think we need to move to a system where the communities and states want it, where it's a system where where instead of having it forced down the throats of people, that there is a consensus inside the communities and states that they want it, and that they proactively go for it. So whether that's going to be here or some other state over the long haul, we need to have a long-term solution for sure. But the one that started a long, long time ago that is stalled out is not going to be the one in the immediate future.
Last Hillary Clinton was here last week.
Who was?
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, did you get a chance to interact with her? Oh, just curious.
But she said every
How'd that work out?
Republican thinking about running for president, unlike me who supports pathway to citizenship, they are for second-class status. Could you respond to that and also talk about, she's clearly trying to lay claim to the Hispanic vote, and I imagine you are too.
So I think the way forward is to have a comprehensive immigration plan where you start first by controlling the border. You deal with the people that come here legally and overstay their bounds. You make sure employers have a means by which they can check to see if they're hiring people that are undocumented. All those things are first and foremost. And then shift to a system that's economically driven and not family driven, where a spouse and minor children is the criteria for asking, for allowing people to come in. And in that regard, have a system where people can earn legal status, where they're not cutting in front of the line, in effect, for people that have been patiently waiting outside the country to come in.
She's saying that second class.
I don't really, that's fine. She can say whatever she wants. My suggestion is that we have a path where you earn legal status, where you're not cutting in line for people that have been patiently waiting, and where you work, where you don't receive federal government assistance, where you learn English, you don't commit crimes. And that system, I think, is the fair and just system for where we are today.
Why
You
did you guys
you
get
brought
it?
up a few times this notion that
You can stand. Please rise.
No, I want that some of your opponents are not being as transparent. I see this theme coming up several times. You seem almost frustrated that some of your
What do you
rivals- Oh, that Hillary Clinton doesn't take questions as often.
Well, that's the only person. I'm not frustrated.
Well,
Why?
what is it?
I could
How-
follow her path if I wanted to, right?
How important is it for you to take these questions, and why do you think
Because
others
it's
are
true.
not doing it, perhaps?
I have no idea why other people, I don't know of other people other than one person. So to be fair about it, I think everybody else does speak to the press and have town hall meetings that are where it's unscripted, and it's, as you saw, it's a little rambunctious. So that's all part of the process. You can't script your way to the presidency, put yourself in a protective bubble and never interact with people, only talk to people that totally agree with you, have it all scripted out. It's not going to work. That's not very sincere. So but I'm certainly not frustrated. I mean, that's the path that other people take are theirs to take.
Would you
Governor,
consider
you guys
Brian
were-
Sandoval
no.
if you ran for president as the VP?
Who planted that question? No, I'm a big Brian Sandoval fan. I think he's been a great governor and a great leader, and I enjoy our friendship. And it's way premature for someone who is considering running to be talking about that.
What about
Thanks, guys.
$1 billion tax plan that he's?
That's a local state issue. See ya.
Thanks, Governor.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Governor.
Governor.